Everyone, we're gonna. Are you recording? Yes. Ha! Of course you are. Hi everybody. Thank you for jumping on tonight to our Tuesday Night Good Life event. My name's Lucinda and I'm going to host tonight. Now, tonight you'll hear some stories from some people where a whole food product has changed their lives, whether it be through health or through wealth. And the product that we're talking about tonight is actually called Juice Plus. So you may or may not have heard of it, but it is a whole food product. This is our trio here. So we've got our fruit, veg and berry blend. Now, Juice Plus came into my life about 18 months ago. I was a stay-at-home mum. I had a 3-year-old and I was a zombie mum, pretty much. Didn't want to get up out of bed in the morning. I was desperately trying to find something to give me back some energy. And a friend of mine, I saw her bouncing around Facebook and she'd been taking these magic beans. And so I messaged her and I said, you need to let me know what these are and you need to send me some stat. I can't do this anymore. So I've been taking the product for 18 months. And to be honest, the product, the benefits of the product were just a no-brainer for me to start sharing the product with my family and friends. So now there, as I said, there's the three blends. They are a whole food product. So there's no added nasties or anything in them. They are literally fruit, veg and berries. The produce is farmed on, we say better than organic, because organic produce still allows for a certain percentage of pesticides and herbicides to get through, whereas the farms where our produce is grown is actually free of all pesticides and herbicides. And we have 3 to 4 generations of farming. So we do know what the conditions of the produce is grown in. They are a whole food product, so the whole plant, the whole fruit and veg and berry is used. They are juiced, so it's cold pressed juiced, so they're not heat treated, so it keeps the enzymes intact. And they are powdered and then powdered down and put into a vegan capsule. So they are vegan friendly. There has been over 35 gold standard medical research papers done on the benefits of the capsules and of the products, and they're safe for everybody. So that was one of the things that was really important for me. I was looking at having another baby, and so I needed to have something that was safe for pregnancy, safe for breastfeeding, and also safe for my children. So alarm bells kind of ring to me when you have warning labels on products that they're not safe when you're pregnant or breastfeeding, or safe for children. I just think, well, if they're not safe for children, or when you're growing a baby, then are they safe at all? So that kind of freaks me out a little bit. There's no synthetic chemicals in our products. So one of the things I didn't realise was that when you go to the chemist and you buy a vitamin, so you might think you need a multivitamin or vitamin B or something like that, most of the chemicals in that are actually synthetic. So your body actually doesn't know what to do with that vitamin. And what we call disco wee, so when your wee turns bright yellow, that's actually all of the synthetics of that tablet coming out of your body. So you're literally tipping the vitamins down the toilet, and your body is actually not getting any benefits from it at all. Whereas these are, because they're real food, they're bioavailable, and your body knows exactly what to do with these, and you don't get into any disco wee. That's the trio blend. We've also got our Omegas, our Omega blend. Obviously, a lot of people know the benefits of Omegas. Omegas are fantastic. They're great for brain, brain development, mental health, joint health. They're literally like the oil that kind of lubricates our nervous system and our joints. This is the omega blend, so it actually is an omega-3 with other omegas blended with it. Again, it is vegan friendly, and it's actually, so it's vegan, so it actually skips out the fish. So it's not fish oil omega based. It actually skips the fish and goes to the algae that the fish get their nutrients from, and that's what we've used for our omega blend. So no fish, no issues with mercury levels or anything like that. Completely safe for vegans. So the omega blend has been fantastic actually for me. I actually had a ganglion cyst in my wrist, and that's completely gone. And the doctor had told me previously that I probably have to get it operated on, but it's actually gone, and the only thing I added was the omegas. One of the things that we do say about Juice Plus is it is the company with the heart. I'm just going to find my choose. What we mean by that is that with every adult order that goes through, you actually have the opportunity to sponsor a child, and a child can get the product for free. So so for my son, he's 4, and he actually gets the product for free. And you can either order the capsules, or they can come in a gummy. They come in these chews, the veggie and the fruit. And they're exactly the same ingredients as what are in the capsules. They're just in a gummy form. So they're really great for the kids. My son calls them his lollies. He thinks that they're his lollies. And I actually have to watch him every morning because he would eat the whole jar. And we would be without the product. So that's the kids products. What we found with the kids, it's free on what we call the Children's Health Study. And what we found coming out of that health study is that kids are actually, they're sleeping better, they're concentrating better, there's better behavioural issues, less behavioural issues, better behavioural issues. They're drinking more water, and they're actually eating, like choosing to eat healthier. So they're actually they're craving the fruits and vegetables as well. With what we found with all the products is that it does actually create that healthier craveability. So like attracts like. I'm sure you know that if you eat a lot of chocolate, you're going to crave a lot of chocolate. If you eat a lot of chips, you crave a lot of chips. If you're flooding your body at a cellular level with all of these nutrients, your body actually starts to crave it as well. So it would be unfair for us to actually have a great product like this and not have a program to back it up. And we have what we call the Juicy Body Transformation Program. We're all about bridging the gap. So we're not saying take a magic pill and don't eat any fruits and veggies. It's quite the opposite. We're actually finding that people are wanting to eat more, as I said before, with the craveability. So this program it's all online. It's been developed by a ex-MasterChef, Kira Westwick. She was a finalist. And so there's over 200 recipes in the program. They're all based on whole foods, all based on clean eating. There's a lot of vegan and dairy, like vegan alternatives as well in the in the program. And it's easy. It's family friendly. It's husband friendly. It's kid friendly. There's chocolate recipe books. There's Father's Day, Mother's Day, Christmas, lots and lots of different recipes. There's a wholesome kids book, which brings the fun back into the kitchen with the kids, creating chicken nuggets and things like that, but actual whole food ingredients. So definitely family friendly. One of our other products that we have is our complete protein powders, and they are a plant-based protein. They come in chocolate and vanilla, and they include 20 superfoods in the powders. They're great for boosting up your smoothies. They're great for using in your cooking. They're the macronutrients. So we talk about the capsules being the micronutrients for our body. The protein powders are the macronutrients. So they're a clean vegan protein. They're not heat treated, and they include things like mushroom powder, pomegranate, broccoli sprouts, and the list goes on. I actually had a customer say to me the other day when I said to her, "How are your shakes going?" And she goes, "It actually tastes like I'm consuming cake mix." And I said, "Yeah, they're pretty delicious." You don't realise that you're having mushroom powders and broccoli sprouts in your morning smoothie, and they are also completely kid safe. So anyone who's a parent or a mum or been around kids know that you have to share everything. And my morning smoothie is no different. So my son loves to have his banana milkshake, which is literally just banana and the complete powders and some almond milk. So great for a breakfast on the run. They're not classed as a meal replacement. Like I said, we don't want you not eating real food. We want you eating more real food. But if you're going to have a chocolate snack or something in the afternoon, then obviously a chocolate shake's going to be a lot better for you and a lot more nutritional. If you're not having breakfast, then obviously something's better than nothing. So we say to have the shakes, or to have the shakes as part of a smoothie. So with some fruit or some spinach, or add some extra things in there as well. And there's heaps of different smoothie recipes in our program. The JBT program also includes workouts. We've just started a shred program, which is an 8-week shred where there's actually $3,500 worth of prize money on the line, and all the contestants are going really well with that. Our last shred program, on average, it was over 7 kilos that each contestant lost over the 8 weeks, and it's not calorie restricted. So we talk about the program counting vitality, not calories. Because if you start restricting yourself and not having your chocolate or not having your, we have fried rice recipes in the program. If you're not having those types of meals, it's not sustainable. And the biggest thing that we want is for it to be sustainable. We want this to be a lifestyle change. We don't want this to be a quick fix. It's not about that. For me, I will never stop taking the product. During my pregnancy, occasionally I had some mummy brain times where I forgot to take the product, and literally felt like I'd had a hangover but without the party. So just the complete and utter no energy, just don't want to function, all that kind of stuff came flooding back in again. And it was funny because I didn't realise how much the product had changed my day-to-day stuff, but that's what happened. Healthy is now the new normal, so I feel normal and I feel fine, and when I don't take the product, I feel like death. So it's definitely not something that I'm going to stop in a hurry. And so that's the product and the program. What I actually would like to do now is hand over to another lady, Daniela, and she's going to share with us what the product's done for her.
Thanks, Lucinda. Thanks, everyone. Hi, my name's Daniela. I came across the product 18 months ago through a colleague that I hadn't seen in a very long time. And at the time, I had my newborn, so she was about 4 months older this time. I was still experiencing postnatal depression, pretty bad. I wasn't in a state of really wanting to go out and see anybody. I was a bit of a couch potato. I was very anxious about being out in public with a baby, and I just wasn't feeling great. I was very low on energy. I wasn't, even though Isabella was sleeping, I wasn't sleeping, and that just made me sort of a bit of a zombie mom throughout the day, and just made my postnatal depression even worse than what it probably should be. So I initially was hesitant about trying anything, only because I'd taken multivitamins before, and I just thought it was the same thing, and I really didn't think that it would do anything for me. But I kept seeing these posts about these magic beans, and they just looked so intriguing, and I certainly wanted to feel energized, and I certainly wanted to be in that space of energy, mainly because I was returning back to part-time work, and I work in a very corporate environment where I work a lot of hours and I need energy to be in that place. So I gave them a go after some hesitation, and it was, sorry, distracted by somebody entering the room. I gave them a go after I had a lot of questions, and what I found out throughout that questioning process, or maybe interrogation process, as that probably was that there were nothing like what a multivitamin was. And at that time, I also had some blood tests, and I was very low on iron, very low on vitamin B, very low on vitamin D, all of those things, hence why I wasn't feeling energized at all. I gave them a go, and I remember on the first day feeling great. And I thought, oh, surely this is just a fluke. It's just my mind playing tricks on me. But slowly every day I started to feel better and better. And by the time I went back to work, I was in a state of probably still had some of my postnatal depression, but certainly my energy was up. I was back at work. I was coming home from work, cooking dinner and going to the gym. And mind you, I still had a 7-month-old at home. So, coming home to, so it wasn't like, it wasn't a tiring day, but I just didn't feel tired after a full day at work. So I remember at the time, it was 3 months in on the product, and my partner had said to me, oh, I'm so sick of your energy that I want to be on what you're on. And he's never taken any type of supplement or anything like that in the past. I remember trying to give him stuff when we were trying to get pregnant. He wouldn't take it. He just refused. And it's amazing, 18 months later, we take them. We have a daily discipline around it when we remind each other to take them, because we know that when we don't take it, and on those days when we do forget, we don't feel like 100%. We know that we could feel better, and then once you know that you can feel better, you make it it's part of our sort of culture that's what we do. So for me, it wasn't so much about, we eat pretty healthily, or I do, but Bernie is, probably like a curry, Coke type of person. So, 18 years together, my struggle has always been to get vegetables into him, and literally had to hide them into food to do that. But even in somebody like him, he started eating vegetable. He said he didn't find them as offensive anymore, which is a big thing for him. But also, like Lucinda said, the chews were amazing. So when Isabel was about 8 or 9 months, I started cutting up the chews. She was in childcare, so she was there for 3-4 days at a time. Obviously, I don't know what they feed my child. You don't have control about what goes into their bodies. So I felt very comfortable giving her those, and I know that it's really helped her strengthen her immunity, because she was obviously eating well with me, and her immunity was getting strong, but she was getting that extra help when she wasn't necessarily getting great things into her body. And she had very minimal sick days, and she was around a lot of sick kids. So I'm very grateful for that, and still am. And she still takes them and loves them now that she's 2. It's like a morning ritual. She looks forward to it. It's just part of what we do. I love them when I get sort of like a sugar craving, because you can pop a few and, at least you're eating some fruit and veggies, and you're not, stuffing your face with chocolate, which is amazing. I also jumped on the program just really quickly. I love the recipes, the shakes. For me, like I said, I'm quite busy. I don't always have time for breakfast, so it's great that I can just add the shake to a smoothie. And even Bernie started requesting smoothies, which is just amazing. So, benefits for me, like I said, I think it really helped me with postnatal depression, just in regards to my energy and feeling like myself again, to at least get out and be active. To also, I was, my hair was started to grow back again, although greys come quicker, so I don't know if that's a benefit, or going to the hairdressers maybe a benefit that you go more often. But obviously my nails, your whole, I used to, part of the one thing that I noticed that really stood out over a period of time was at that time of the month, because I used to really hate that time of the month. I would avoid it. I skipped it when I could. I was just in so much pain that that's why I avoided it. And I really saw a difference that I just wasn't experiencing the pain. It would come and it would go, and it was like, okay, it's all done. And I didn't experience the pain. I didn't experience the backaches. I didn't experience all those things that come at that time of the month. And that for me was amazing, that I didn't have to go through that. And look, I've had lots of other benefits, and I could probably go on and on all night about all the awesome things that I've experienced, including weight loss and, rashes that have disappeared after taking, lots of prescription creams and stuff. But for us and for our family, it's definitely something, a product that will stay in our family for life. And I've never said that probably about any other product that we've ever tried, but for us, it's definitely something that will stay with us, and we truly, I think, embrace in sort of our culture, and we've certainly made better choices for our health, because we're more aware of what we're putting in our bodies as well. So that's me. Thank you for having me on and letting me share my story with you. I'll hand it back over to Lucinda. Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, Daniela. I love listening to your story and just how the power of whole foods has changed, things like postnatal depression, as you said. I love that your husband now doesn't find veggies as offensive. I think that's great. And I also do kind of steal my son's chews as well. I'm in the cupboard when I need a bit of a sugar hit. So I can completely understand where you're coming from. We're actually going to switch gears a little bit now, because obviously it's such an amazing product, but there also is a business side of things attached to the product. So we're actually going to cross over to Sarah, who's going to share with us why the business made sense for her and what she's excited for. So take yourself off mute, Sarah.
Thanks, Luce, for that intro. Hi, everyone. My name's Sarah. I've been with the Juice Plus business now and taking the product for a year, and just over a year. But it's been amazing for me so far. When I started my journey, I was pregnant with my daughter Jasmine at the time, and I wasn't eating correctly then. Like, I wasn't having enough breakfast or lunch or dinner. I was a bit skimpy. And then when I found this product and this opportunity in the business, being able to stay at home with my baby as well, because I didn't want to go back looking for work, I was just all in. I was like, okay, give me the product, let me try it out, give me the business, sign me up, let's go. So I was really excited to start the business. Unfortunately, like some of us do, we spew on people because we're so excited about the business opportunity. So I kind of did that with a lot of the people that I knew. But then after that, I just grew with personal development, which is encouraged, and it has changed the way that I talk to people and share this business, because it is a business with heart. And now when I go out and about and I talk to other people, like for instance I think it was like a big mall in Melbourne somewhere, I thought, I'm going to take 20 seconds of courage and I'm going to go talk to this lady. And I went and talked to her, and I was honest with her, and I got in contact with her, and I had her on Facebook there, and that was, it ended up being so easy. So in the end, I would encourage anybody to take on this business and the product. as it has just changed my life. Inwardly and outwardly, with the product inwardly and outwardly with the community of people that I'm surrounded with, and I'm supported every day in this business. So yeah, thanks ladies for having a listen, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the Zoom. Thanks, Luce.
Thanks, Sarah. I do say that this business is a personal development course wrapped up in a business, because the amount of growth that happens, that I've seen happen to other people and especially to myself, has been phenomenal, and just the support as well, which I love. So I'm really excited tonight because we actually have an amazing boss babe launching her business. So Rebecca, I'll get you to take yourself off mute, and I'd love for you to share with us maybe how the products came into your life, and what made sense about the business, and what made you decide to jump on.
Hey ladies, well, I actually heard about this business a long time ago when it first came out in England. I was always one of those people that just sat on the fence line and was like, okay, yes, I love this product, I love what it does for my friends, I see all the beautiful changes that they're making, but just never really had the guts basically to kind of take it a little bit further. So I did decide to take the product that was only probably about 2 to 3 months ago, and I've seen a lot of great differences. Like many others, I've had dermatitis all my life, suffered with chronic bronchitis, asthma, fibromyalgia. I've had endometriosis a few times, and I also suffer with rheumatoid arthritis. And most of these things I've had since before 15, and I have already significantly noticed a lot of great changes to it. So I thought, well, now's probably the best time to actually tell everybody else about it that I do care about, and friends and other people, and to see how much I can help them improve their health, and basically, you know, just give it a go and kind of just take a bit of a leap. And I have actually enjoyed it. I've only been in the business side of things for about two weeks now, but just in that, I've met so many lovely people, and it's great because it's exactly what I wanted to get out of it.
Sorry, I take myself off. That's really amazing. I'm so excited to welcome you to this amazing business. And like, I know, as you said, that with the support stuff, like I know you'll have lots and lots of support.
Yeah.
And so I'm going to admit, I'm actually trying to find my volume here. So I didn't actually catch. Did you share what you're excited about?
Oh,
for the future?
no. So when it comes to the future, just basically having the freedom, being able to travel more, building a team of my own where we're all passionate about the same things and able to basically help people benefit from the same things that we're benefiting from together, and just lead a happier, healthier life in general. That's basically what I'm trying to get out of this, and what I'm excited about seeing in regards to changes throughout this business, and meeting loads more friends, because it's brilliant the type of people that you meet, like positive, happy, healthy, but in everybody's own way, and that's what I like the most.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for jumping on tonight and sharing your amazing story and what you're excited about. I'm actually really excited to watch your journey and see what the future holds for you, Rebecca. So thank you for that.
Thank you, Lucinda. Nice to see you all.
So we're actually going to cross over to another boss babe, Mandy, and she is actually going to share with us. A lot of the time when you jump on board this business, there might be some questions, and so there should be. And so she's going to share with us one of the reservations that some people have around the business.
Okay. Thanks, Lucinda. I'm just going to change so I can just see me. Oh, hang on. Sorry, I'm just on my phone. So annoying. Okay. Hopefully you can see my whiteboard. Okay, so my name's Mandy. I come into the business 2 years ago now. And my concerns in the business was, I don't know a lot of people that might be interested in a business like this. Who am I going to talk to? I'm probably just going to annoy my friends and my family, talk the ear off about it and go, oh my God, I've got into this business, and then there's going to be like, oh my God, Mandy, what are you talking about? Just be careful. And I remember at the start, I was sort of telling my friends, as you do, I'm starting this health business, and they're like, oh, okay, what is it? And, most people would say to me, oh, just be careful, Mandy. I don't know, you hear about multi-level marketing all the time, and, you can get sucked in and all that. And I sort of thought, well, I don't think so. I've heard about these different businesses and stuff like that. And then, my thing was, I actually reconnected with a friend from 20 years ago I used to work with. So, I already knew that there wasn't going to be anything hidden. I asked her all those questions because I was a bit sort of, apprehensive, am I going to sign up, knowing that the business is only $165 for the year? Is there going to be hidden costs later? Am I going to find out something I'm not happy about and then I'm in? And, so that always, comes to mind, of course, in the start. And she assured me that, there's nothing to worry about. This is a business, this is a product, this is how it works for me. I can stay at home with my little ones. And that's what immediately I was looking to do. And I had a 2-year sort of plan to find something that I'd be able to leave my part-time job for when my oldest starts school, which was only last week, which I've been able to do. And how I've done this is basically from the start, I guess just speaking to people about the product and what it does for me and the benefits. And, people sort of come to me and ask me, what are you doing? You always have like so much energy, you're always on the go, you're always doing stuff, you never stop doing stuff, you never sit down, and, everything you sort of want to do, you do. Like, how do you do it? And, how do you do, 2 jobs or, that sort of thing. And, so, and basically I just started, speaking to a few girls at work about what I was doing, and it's just sort of took over from there. And through social media, I guess most people use Instagram and Facebook these days. So, that's, and obviously it doesn't cost you anything. So, and most people use it every day, which I generally do anyway. So basically just when we come into the business, hopefully you can see my whiteboard. I actually didn't get anyone signed up into the business or, working with me that I actually knew. It was all through social media, so Facebook, just chatting to a few mums on the mummy sites about what I was doing and how the business works. And through that, I met, this is me, so starting. And then through that, I met a lady called Leanne through one of the mum sites. She happened to not live too far away. We got chatting about the product, which I was interested in, and she was interested about doing this sort of business around her kids as well. So immediately she knew another lady from school. So she spoke to her, and her name was Stacey. Then Stacey actually got talking to a friend of hers, Kate. Since then, another lovely lady on just through social media again. So just on, I guess, health sites I might be on, or mostly, mothers group and stuff like that, which I've always been on since, having my babies that are now 5 and nearly 3. And, a lot of these mums, I guess they're interested in doing something from home, don't want to go back to work, and they're on maternity leave, and, they're trying to, I guess, find something like me. Yeah, so through that I met another lady called Jamie. And then she found someone else in the business. Her name was Amy. And then there was another girl called Rebecca. I met a lovely lady, Sarah, who's just spoken earlier tonight. And she's got chatting to a few other ladies in the business through social media, I believe, and just friends in the area that are like Sarah, you know, at home, wanting to stay at home, you know, not have to go back to work once their little one turns 1 or whatsoever. So yeah, just through that, you can see that, you know, I started this business, I guess, not knowing anyone really. And over the last 2 years, I could say, you know, and some of them I still don't even know. So, but, you know, majority of the girls that I've spoken to and now speak to on a regular basis, and they've become, you know, like lifelong friends. I could say some of my closest friends now that I talk to every day. Like everyone works together, everyone has you know, your back if it's a good day or a bad day. Yeah, we just love to work together and inspire each other, and that's a great thing about this business. And yeah, that's how that works. So I'll pass back to you, Lucinda.
Hello. Sorry, I'm multitasking here. I've got my baby here now who needs me. Thanks for that, Mandy. And that was also one of my hesitations as well. I didn't want to be the crazy Juice Plus lady that harassed everybody. So it was reassuring to know I didn't have to do that. I'm going to pass over to Susie now, who's going to explain the fun part of our business, and that's actually how we get paid. So if you can take yourself off mute, Susie, that would be great.
Thank you, Cinda. Hi, everybody. I'm Susie, and welcome, Rebecca. You know, you do such a great job on your launch. Okay, so like Lucinda said, I'm going to talk about the fun part of the business. So it's something that gets me excited. Now, I don't have my whiteboard with me, so I have done my very best. So if you can all see that, oh, beautiful. Okay, so we actually get paid 3 ways. So we get paid retail, commission, and bonuses. Now, if I was going to go into the nitty-gritty of exactly how we're going to get paid, we're going to be here all night. So I'm going to skip the retail commission. We're going to go straight to bonuses because that is really fun. Okay, so one of the first big promotion that you get is SDVF. So you've got the opportunity to get a $400 bonus. Now, because this business is a teaching business, your mentor or the person that has taught you this business will also receive the $400 bonus. That is what's really exciting about it. Your next promotion is SC. There's a $600 bonus up for grabs. And once again, your mentor will get that $600 bonus. The next one is SSC. There's a $1,200 bonus. And once again, your mentor will get the $1,200 bonus. QNMD, $1,500. Imagine what you could do with $1,500. To me, that is a lovely new couch that my kids have not destroyed, okay? So my mentor will get that bonus as well. And the last one is at the top of the board is $3,000. Now, because your mentor doesn't need $3,000. Why do they need it? Because they're already rich. They don't need that bonus, okay? So it's your turn to be rich, okay? So for me, the bonuses are a really exciting initiative in this business. I find that it's a great motivation that I think, okay, yep, I want that next bonus, and you hustle like there is no tomorrow, okay? So it's really, really fantastic. We also have a very, very important rule when it comes to the bonuses is that, you know, particularly for us mums, we tend to spend our money on our husbands, our partners, our family, our kids, you know, and we don't spend it on ourselves. Those bonuses are for you, okay? Like, you know, get yourself pampered, you know, get your nails done. Like I've got blue nails, you know, you get yourself something to make you feel good about yourself, because that's what's going to keep you going in this business as well. So that's it for me. So thank you, Lucinda. I'll pass it off to you.
Thank you, Susie. I had to go get Bub before, so I missed Mandy. Did you do pyramid or not? Yes, no? Okay, all right. Sorry. I had to run off to grab my Bub, so I missed that part. I thought she'd already done it. So we might switch back to Mandy, who's going to also explain another part of the business. Sorry about that, guys. Mum life, hey.
That's all right. Sorry, I just thought you'd maybe pass back to me, but I was like, well, I don't know if I just go straight into it or not. So, all good. So, okay. So another thing in this business is, I guess, you know, there's obviously different, you know, positions in the business and all that sort of stuff, or levels as you call it. And you know, it's not a huge thing in this business because, you know, when you start at the bottom with Juice Plus, everyone starts at the bottom, and there's, you know, however many positions at the top. So obviously, you know, everyone wants to get to the top. There's limited positions. So what we say in this business, it's not a pyramid. Obviously, pyramid schemes, if anyone talks about them, you know, they've been, you know, haven't been around for years. There's no such thing. So with this, we don't call it a pyramid because, I mean, everyone starts at the bottom, everyone can get straight to the top. And another thing is everyone actually has to work together to get to the top. Otherwise, you're not going to get there, basically. So everyone has your back. We all work together. We enjoy doing it. Yeah. So, but with a traditional business, the difference is it's a pyramid because, you know, you've got your, say Coles, for example, you've got your, you know, your cashiers at the bottom. You know, you've got the people that stack the shelves. You've got your, you know, like I guess your 2IC, you've got your managers, and then you've just got one director. Now everyone's going to work, you know, however many hours and do however many shifts, and, you know, not get paid very much to do that. And I mean, as everyone knows, you know, everyone's, you know, probably going to, you know, push you at Coles. Oh, you know, you should, you know, do this and do that, you know, to get there. And, but I mean, everyone knows a director position is hard to get to, like, unless you're in the business, what, your whole life or something. And there's only going to ever be one position. So, and realistically, you're never going to get there. So, you know, the amazing thing with this business is if you want to get to the top, there's a position for you. So, and we all start at the bottom. So there's no, you know, there's no, oh, you started there, or, you know, we're in it together. So, yeah, so that's the amazing thing about this business as well. So I'll pass it back to you, Lucinda.
Thank you, Mandy, and thanks for everybody. Just switched to Susie. She probably didn't know what was going on, but we're good like that to multitask and pick it up. So I just want to say thank you to everybody who jumped on tonight, especially those who jumped on to support Rebecca. It's quite a scary thing to launch a business, and it can be quite nerve-wracking, and even for myself who've been jumping on these events for a while, it still can be quite nerve-wracking. So it's great to see so many people support you, Rebecca. In closing, I just want to say that, you know, if any of this resonated with you at all, you know, if maybe just think about what if this was what was able to keep you at home with your kids, or what if this was how you would be able to save for that holiday that you've been wanting to go on, or to travel a little bit more, or what if it meant hubby didn't have to do any, you know, as much overtime, or things like that. If any of that kind of sparks a little interest in you, then I beg you to reach up to the person who sent you this link, because it's definitely worthwhile having a look at. And, you know, if not this, then what? So thanks for jumping on, everybody, and have a great week.